LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, folks. You know what? Shout out to Lighthawk for putting me on this story. He sent this to me, and my mouth fell open because I couldn't believe it. And when I started doing further research, I was like, oh, crap, Lighthawk is right. There's somebody that's been calling out Cris Cyborg for over a year. Cindy Dandois, the Battle Cat. I missed this completely. I completely missed this because I've actually made videos about Cindy Dandois, and I'm saying that this girl is very underrated. She's extremely underrated. And right now she's 8-2 in MMA, but really I think she's 9-1 because one of her victories, you know, they saying she gave an illegal knee, but I thought Cindy was in the heat of I thought she was in the heat and she was in the moment. And I don't think she intentionally did that, but they DQ'd that girl for no reason, man. They did. But, you know, I don't want to digress. But they were supposed to fight in 2015. And what happened was Cindy got an opportunity to be on The Ultimate Fighter. And so she had a choice of fighting Cyborg or being on The Ultimate Fighter. And she chose The Ultimate Fighter because if you win, you get X amount of dollars. You get a UFC contract. And so I can understand that move was a business move by Cindy, okay? And, you know, you're constantly getting aired 24/7. It's a reality TV show. So Cindy Dandois was trying to do everything in one swoop. She was trying to win the reality. She was trying to win The Ultimate Fighter, get the contract, and take home the prize that accompanies being the Ultimate Fighter champion, okay? So I understand why she didn't take the fight in 2015 at Invicta 15 when, you know, they were supposed to fight. It was a monetary thing. It was a career move. And she also, like a lot of women, they're trying to get into the UFC. They have a dream of getting a roster spot in the UFC. So you can't, you know, I can't really knock Cindy for that back in 2015. I can't do it, okay? But now, present day, and I went back as far as August, okay? I went back as far as what, January? Look, man, I went back as far, this girl, she's been relentlessly calling out Cyborg. She said, listen, I don't care what Cyborg taking. I don't care what Cris Cyborg is taking. I'll fight her. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. You got fighters that they don't want any piece of Cyborg clean. They don't want pieces of Cyborg at 140. They don't want a piece of Cyborg at any weight. Now, they were going to fight at 140, okay? But clearly, Cyborg can't make the weight anymore. So, Cindy has pretty much receded off that. She said, look, I just want to fight her. Cindy don't care about steroids. She don't care about weight. She just want to fight Cyborg. Now, do I think Cindy could beat Cyborg? I think she's got the skill set to either go 4 rounds at a distance because here's the thing. I went back and watched every last fight of Cindy Dandois. I've watched them all. And I can tell you, she's never out of a fight. And there were a couple of fights where I thought that, you know, dang, boy, she is getting her ass whooped. And then she turned around and submit you. And that's the thing with this girl, man. She can submit you at any time. You think you're getting the upper hand on her, and then she'll put on a submission. And Cindy Dandois has a repertoire of submissions, okay? She has a repertoire. She knows a lot of variations of submissions. She knows them. And she could easily put you in an armbar, a triangle choke. She could easily put you in a Kimura. She could easily put you in a rear naked choke. I mean, she could easily put you in any one of those at any time. That's her specialty. Now, she's not much of a stand-up fighter, okay? But, man, the girl can take you down. She can take you down. Like, you know, when she fought Jarena. Now, Jarena Barrs is not an MMA fighter, okay? Let's just get that out there. But Jarena definitely had the size advantage over Cindy Dandois. And Jarena opened up that fight with a head kick. You know, y'all know how Jarena do. Punched her. Cindy timed Jarena's punches, went right up under her jabs, bam, took her to the ground. She's actually fast when she's taking you down. She's got a little bit of speed. Now, she's not as fast as Cyborg, but I'm excited that somebody in this world of women's MMA, somebody got the guts to say, look, I want to fight you, Cris Cyborg. I want to fight you. I want to challenge myself. And this too, if Cindy could pull it off, she gonna launch herself into stardom. Who is not gonna take that risk? Who not? Cindy got a lot to lose because when you fight against Cris Cyborg, you run the risk of getting on the wall of destruction. I mean, you do, folks. That's just the way that is. You run the risk of getting on the wall of destruction. Make no mark about it. You run the risk of getting yourself put on the wall of destruction. And the wall of destruction, let me tell you something. The wall of destruction is not a place where people are laughing. They're not playing. They're not joking around. They don't have any joy on the wall of destruction. There's only pain and depression on that wall. And every last one of those women on the wall of destruction, when they went into the fight against Cris Cyborg, they were afraid. But now you got an opponent. They're physically not afraid of you. Cindy Dandois said, I'll fight this girl on steroids. I don't care what she's taking. Let's make the fight happen. End quote. Cindy Dandois. So, Sean Shelby, what y'all waiting on? And don't tell me Sean Shelby and Dana White, y'all didn't know about this. Because the girl been calling out on social media, and y'all follow everybody. Y'all follow everybody. Don't tell me y'all didn't know. And it's a good fight. It's a good matchup. I still think Cyborg will win, but in my opinion, this is a great matchup. It is. Because you finally somebody who not afraid of this woman. Somebody. Marlo's Conan, when she got in there twice with Cyborg, hey, the second time, she was more afraid than she was the first time. Lena Landsberg almost took a dump in her own pants. Like she was scared. You can see it on their faces, man. Gina Carano, scared to death. Although I thought Gina Carano did a good job against Cyborg. Man, you can't fight afraid. You can't. And people tell me, well, fighters don't get afraid. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm here on this February 17th to tell you that fighters, yes, they do get afraid. And there are other fighters that are afraid of other fighters because they are afraid to get beat up. And I got to call these people out. I got to call out Holly Holm. I got to. I'm a fan. But y'all don't want to fight her. Saying she got to be clean for a year now. I mean, according to these tests, she have been clean for a year. Okay? Jermaine Durandame. You say your hand hurt, but you want a rematch with Holly Holm. Okay? I get that you're getting a backlash. I get. But look, as a fan, as a fan of yours, look, I know that now with Jermaine, she had an opportunity, though, to fight Cyborg, and Cyborg had to turn the fight down because her doctor told her that the weight cuts, were too soon. That's what her doctor told her. So Cyborg turned down the first fight with Jermaine Durandame. So I'll give Jermaine somewhat of credit with that. But listen, Jermaine, don't be telling me, don't sit back and tell me that your hand hurt, but then you want to give Holly Holm a rematch. I ain't trying to hear that, okay? Either you want to fight or you don't want to fight. And Cyborg done went out, man. She blasting Jermaine Durandame. She putting it out there. Look, you want to fight Holly, but you don't want to fight me, but I thought your hand was hurt. And listen, I love Jermaine to death, but I got to kind of, I don't know, because Jermaine been kind of quiet. She been a little bit quiet, not as vocal as I thought she needed to be about Cyborg, in my opinion. I mean, she done had some telecast and this, but she not as vocal about Cyborg. I mean, I don't know, okay? So I kind of agree with Cyborg. Look, get in that octagon with me. Let's go. Let's get this thing done, okay? But either way it goes, Cindy Dandois stepping up, and she's saying, look, I got to do something, okay? She's not a heavily followed fighter, but hell, I bet I'm going to be talking about her now. I'm going to be talking about her every time I get a chance. But you guys tell me what you think. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.